up? What is up? What is up? I'm live. I'm live. We in this thing. Yeah, tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in. Share, share, share. Like. We here. Last week we was able to get out the new radio jitters, and we about to do it today.
Okay, 2 minutes.
Welcome to the Iron Sharpens Iron show. That's so hard to say. I feel like iron sharpens iron. I gotta say it real slow. It's from Nancy, and we in this thing. Hey y'all, tap in to the chat. Say hey, say good morning, say hey. Going live.
All right, 1 minute.
88.7 KAZI. The number is 512-836-2887. Call me. Call in. We here every Thursday, 9:30 a.m. on KAZI 88.7. Y'all, we in this thing. We in the building. We here. We about to get it in. We about to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
All right, here
We
we
just gonna
go.
pick up right where we left off. Here we go.
Stand by.
The views and opinions throughout KAZI's broadcast day are not necessarily the views or opinions of KAZI's
Stand by, here we go.
staff,
Intro.
underwriters, or volunteers.
This is the Iron Sharpens Iron show, featuring your host, Farmer Nancy. Stand by. Wait for the kick in. 3, 2, 1.
Good morning. It is your host, Farmer Nancy, and we are here this morning on Thursday morning. I'm so excited to be here, you guys. Again, I can't believe we're here. You know, we're still in the building, and I just want to say good morning and welcome to the show, right? Before we get started, I just want to give you guys some words of encouragement. Get out there today, you know, put in that work. Make sure that you're in good spirits. Keep those good vibes and that good energy going all day long. That's definitely what we want to do. Call me. The number is 512-836-2887. And we are here this morning for the Iron Sharpens Iron show, the experience of building community through shared space and deep, hard conversations, right? And so now that we're back, I most definitely want to pick up where we left off last week, right? Because I felt like I had got into a groove and I was ready to talk to you guys, and then the show was over. So I want to pick up where we left off, and that was with, am I a farmer? Is Farmer Nancy really a farmer? Well, you guys, I just want to give you this morning the definition of a farm. Is my farm a farm? The USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, defines a farm as any place that produced or sold, or normally would have produced or sold, at least $1,000 of agricultural products during a given year. The USDA uses acres of crops and head of livestock to determine if a place with sales of less than $1,000 could normally produce and sell at least that amount. Let's just keep it simple. As long as I can grow $1,000 worth of produce every year in my space, my front yard, my backyard, my side yard, whichever yard, then my space is a farm. Therefore, I myself am, yes, a farmer, because I go outdoors every day Every day I get outdoors into nature and I put my hands in the soil as a steward of the land to regenerate the earth and grow food. This is what I do, you guys. So that's that part. And we want to talk about that. We want to talk about how we can grow in our spaces, how we can start to get outside together and learn more about growing food and growing our communities to be sustainable. Community gardens are amazing spaces, but none of us really have the time to volunteer. We would love to volunteer, but we have responsibilities. We have to work. We have to take care of our children. So we don't always have the time. But there are people that do have the time to hold those spaces down for us. And we commend those community gardeners and producers in small spaces, small backyard growers. We thank you for those opportunities to allow us to come out and volunteer in your space. We want to see more people in our communities who are growing food all day long because there are no full-time producers of food who are black in this community outside of myself. Right? So we definitely want to get that out there. So I want to pick it up because I had to lay that down really soft and smooth, y'all, so that we could get a full understanding of why Farmer Nancy is here. Farmer Nancy is here to help liberate our minds. I want to set you free into the nature so that we can get to growing together as one family here in our communities. And in doing so, I put myself in a lot of interesting positions, interesting situations. Most recently, I found myself at South by Southwest. I know a lot of people were probably wondering about that and seeing my videos and wanting to be like, oh, what does she mean? She has to be paid. She needs to be paid. Yes, farmers should be paid. Our communities go through so much funding for programs, and these programs are meant to help us, right? So we see so many food programs where we can get access to free foods, hot meals, and stuff like that. But where are these foods coming from? Where are these meals coming from? Where's the produce in the meals coming from? Where's the meat in the meals coming from? We never get down into that. And we have to get down into that if we're going to be talking about sustaining communities and building up resources that help people who may miss out, who may be facing jail time, who may be facing losing their homes or homelessness. We have to begin to build our communities from the ground up, starting with the soil, you guys. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to let you guys know that we need programs in agriculture. We have to start building up our local agricultural system. We have to start building farmers. We have to start growing farmers, and that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing. That's what I do every day. So if that's something that you're into and you want to talk about it and you want to know more information and you want to ask questions, call me. The number is 512-836-2887, because these programs who magically produce this food to distribute to the community, they have to start trickling that money down to your local growers. We need the money. Y'all have to start paying us. The same way you can contract out for somebody to make the food, prep the food, and get it out is the same way you can contract out for somebody to grow the food. And there's a lot of us out here who are ready to grow the food. I have so many friends that are ready to come here on this show and talk to you guys. And I have a couple of people lined up. I have a great friend out in Luling, Miss Deidre Stearns. We're gonna make sure that we get her out here. We're going to make sure we get our friends from Rooted in Melanin. Shout out to Rooted in Melanin once again. We're going to get you guys out here, Miss Lisa Boyd and Crystal. I hope you can make it here from Colleen. We want to talk about growing food, you guys. We want to talk about growing produce. And we want to talk about getting our babies' hands in the soil. That's the bottom line. It's all about making sure we're teaching the next generation to grow food, because we lost out. We didn't have the opportunity for that. You know, we didn't have the opportunity to grow up knowing what it feels like to grow food. We do have a caller, you guys. Hey, it's Farmer Nancy. What's going on? Hey. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so, yeah, feel free to give her a number, whatever, can talk with her, whatever.
Oh, you're on.
Okay.
What she's doing is wonderful.
Thank
I'd
you.
like to learn more about it, okay?
Okay.
You're talking to her.
Yes, I am talking to you. I can hear you. Thank you for calling in, and I'll most definitely reach out. There is a program in our community where young people can come out and help our elders put in gardens in their homes. We do have that, and that's the Intergenerational Garden Program. And Miss Marva Overton does operate that program. So we want to bring, yes, ma'am, we want to bring these programs in growing food and just getting everybody out, because there's a space where we can get kids and our elders and bring them back together. And it's always been in the garden. So thank you for calling, and I'll definitely make sure we get you some information on that.
Oh, please do. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yes. So yeah, you guys, there's so many opportunities out here, and these are the programs that should be in the spotlight. These are the things that we need to be talking about when we're talking about building communities and making our communities equitable and having opportunities where we show we can take care of ourselves. It's not a lot that we need outside of things that are tangible. And yes, I was serious at South by Southwest when I said, y'all have to pay me. If there's any organizations out there who receive funding to feed the village and y'all didn't pay Farmer Nancy or any other person who grows food in the community that's out here trying to make sure we're safe, y'all need to pop us off. Y'all need to run us our checks, and we need to find out how we can get to the funds, because we need to put this food in the ground. We experienced Winter Storm Uri. That was real. That was a disaster, and we don't ever want that to happen again. So you guys, we're going to make this happen. We're going to wake up the masses. We gonna get those victory gardens back going. We'll talk about that and what a victory garden is and all of that good stuff. But we're gonna get everything back in line, back in order. Start taking care of our neighborhoods, our environments, our neighbors, and then we'll spread out from there. But right now, while I'm here, this is most definitely what we're going to be talking about. And I appreciate you guys' time. And I appreciate the opportunity to be here on this radio station. It's an amazing opportunity for myself. And I want to thank again your host, your regular host, Ms. Latrice Cook, for the space to talk about this, for the space to say we need support in our food system. We need support in the production of food, the distribution of food, and the recovery of our food. We need help, and I am here to let you know that I am your local farmer and avenger when it comes to local Black agriculture here in Austin, Texas. And we're gonna be going to a break here soon, you guys. So remember to call in. Call the number is 836-2887, so that we can continue to talk about these ideas and these topics that I have set out before you. I want to hear what you guys have to say. You know, I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear your stories. If you have a story about when you grew up growing food, or a grandparent growing food, or if you have a story about that experience out in the garden, please call us. We want to hear these stories. We want to share together in the experience of growing food and agriculture. This is it's very, very important to myself that people step forward. When it comes to farming and farmers, a lot of people think we're quiet, we're in the backgrounds, and we're supposed to just kind of stay in our place and not talk about certain things. But no, that's not what we're doing today, because we're seeing farmers die off at an alarming rate. Like I said, 95% of the farmers in the United States are white, and so there's only a small amount of us black farmers out here, you guys. And Texas actually has the largest number of black farmers in the United States, and so we want to increase that number. You guys know, only $1,000 to have a farm. You have to sell it, be able to show that you can produce it, and you're in business. You guys, call us, call in. We're gonna be heading to a break. It's your girl, Farmer Nancy. Oh man, I almost ran out of content, y'all. I was trying to think up stuff for my mom. Whew. It's rough out here in these radios talking streets. It's not the same as when I'm at home by myself. You know, I'm at home by myself. I don't have people in my office, you know, watching me, and I can just say stuff.
A minute 40. A minute 40.
The number is 512-836-2887. 512-836-2887.
Minute 30.
COVID vaccine.
We got a minute and 30 on the break.
Yep, sure do.
Get them vaccinated so they can stay safe and well. Call your
By the way,
pediatrician. A message from the
yeah,
American
if-
Academy of Pediatrics.
when it comes to the elderly ones, they sometimes don't realize they're talking to the host.
Okay.
Yeah, because she was like, oh, yeah, I'll leave my number so she can go. No, we're talking to you.
I got it.
Yeah, but
Call in, call in,
but that was
call
a big
in.
call though. Like, glad we got an organic caller. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexis, you on golfing hours now? You just baker's hours?
It's freaking traffic, and then I had to wear something specific today for a presentation.
Woo.
KAZI, your community inspiration station, presents for your
Wishing that is all.
enjoyment the 88.7 Sermon of the Week. On Sunday, KAZI dedicates an hour of its programming to
All right.
uplift
30 seconds. Stand by.
for the rest of the week with Sermon of the Week. That's an entire hour dedicated to words of inspiration every Sunday from 11 a.m.
Hey, y'all.
to 12 noon.
All right.
Right here.
We
on
going off the cuff.
88.7 FM.
Here we go. Stand by.
You're listening to 88.7. You know what it is. Awesome.
Intro music kicking. Stand by for my 5 count. Don't touch. You should all just start dancing like this. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to Iron Sharpens Iron. I'm your host, Farmer Nancy, and we are here. What is going on? Good morning. If you missed the first half of the show, it's okay, because I'm probably going to talk about the same stuff over again, but just bring up more stuff. So welcome, good morning. You're here, and we're going to call this My Black Farmer Files. Why not, right? Because this is all about my perspective on what I'm seeing going on in the community around me as I struggle to build Black agriculture here, as I struggle to find a space for us farmers to come together and build here in Travis County, Austin, Texas, and I find it very difficult to do so on my own. And so as I reach out, sometimes it may seem like I'm just so angry, but that's just my passion. So I definitely want to talk about what it is to protect your passion. What does that mean? What does that look like? What does that feel like, right? Because I'm such a passionate person, I can be so sensitive sometimes. And so I can feel like this thing that I'm trying to hold on to and build for my own kids and their friends and my nieces and nephews, I can feel like it's under attack. And so then I go on the attack. And you guys know, if you know anything about me out here in the community, then you know that I am most definitely like my grandmother, Miss Dorothy Turner, and I will kind of go off the cuff, but I do try to keep it reeled in, right? Because we want to relay our message in a way that people can understand and understand, oh, she just passionate about growing food. She's just passionate about the fact that she don't want to see us out here starving. And that's where I'm coming from. So when I see that our communities are sometimes being taken advantage of and there's no accountability from leaders or from organizations, there's no one that people who have complaints can go. There's nowhere for them to turn to share their grievances. There ain't no complaint boxes for the local grassroots organizations. Do we contact the BBB? I don't know. But we have to get it out. If not, we start to build up angst and animosity towards local leadership and local organizations because we don't feel like they have our best interests at heart, right? We don't feel like we can go to them with our problems. You know, my grandmother's home was always open. People were able to come and give her their problems and let her know, you know, this is what I'm going through in the community. This is what I'm facing in the community. And she would go out there and help. And I feel like as a community, we have to all start stepping up and standing firm together. We have to stand up together. And when we see those things being done wrong by grassroots, when we see those things being done wrong by leadership, we have to say, wait a minute, I am we the people. And so you need to pump the brakes and let me have a say. And do we have a, no? Okay. So yeah, we want to definitely be able to have our voices heard. It's unfair, it's unethical, and it's also inappropriate for anyone in a leadership position, an organizational leadership position, to dismiss the people that they serve, to totally ignore their wants and desires, but continue to collect funding or financial support in order to continue to promote programs that are supposed to support the people. It's not okay. And so we want to start laying it down firm. This is what we want. We want to know where we can come to let y'all know what we want, line item. If you're somebody that has a business, business owners, youth support leaders, my mom and pop shops, if y'all need support, and we know that it's people out here who can support us, we have to start taking them to task. We want to see action and we want to see results. We shouldn't have to continue to carry all these things on our own backs. And so myself as a farmer and having my own small farm business, seeing that I didn't have that support, going through the programs, going to leadership and putting out my content and no one sharing or supporting or showing reciprocity, that led me to believe that there was no love there. There was no one who really cared about the community-driven ideas coming from within the community. not coming from the groups and conglomerates and coalitions who only do the surface work to collect our data and our information to go before the city or to go before the county to get funding to then come back and do, again, surface work, social gatherings, parties. We don't want those things anymore. We want to talk about what matters, and we want to talk about our local food system. What are our food policies? Who's on our food policy board? What is anyone doing about Black food pathways? And what are Black food pathways? Those are the things that built our communities. The history of our food, what our grandparents grew, our great-grandparents grew and cooked and fed to our families. Those meals that we sat around in the home eating together at the table. You know, we want to get back to that, and we want to be able to share that with our kids, because we have no equity, y'all, in agriculture here. The city of Austin is able to calculate millions of dollars in agricultural dollars, and there's no Black farms earning those incomes. That is completely inequitable, and so we have to continue. I'm gonna continue, because I've been out here doing it. I've been out here screaming and hollering and cutting up and showing out before the city and all of that stuff. So I'm calling my people to task, so that when I have to go up here to city council next time to let them know y'all gonna feed my people, or I'm gonna have to bring all my people up here to council to let y'all see how hungry they are, then y'all gonna start to believe that it's real, and y'all gonna start to disperse funds to people who grow food. We shouldn't have to work all the jobs and grow the food, you know. So let's be mindful of how we're building communities, what we're saying when we say we want to grow our communities, and we want to show that everybody is included, that this is an inclusive Black Austin, that Black Austin is inclusive of one another, every person that looks like them. You guys, we want to make sure that nobody is left behind. And we want to also give a shout out before we get up out of here to Melge Center at 512-473-2525. Make sure you guys give a call if you're having any troubles and you need support. Please remember that your success is important to us. And you're here today with Iron Sharpens Iron. This is Farmer Nancy, and I'll see you guys next week at 9:30. Be here. You're not going to want to miss this, y'all. Peace out. We did it.
Can you
It's
say
in
hi?
there. Yeah.
Hello?
Did I have callers?
Yeah, but they called too late.
I told them to
you-
call. Y'all better start calling early. Y'all be just wanting to hear me talk 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, shoot.
Nah, call me. 512-836-2887. Y'all know I'm gonna be up on here at 9:30 every Thursday. If you didn't know, now you know. I'm gonna be right here. It wasn't a game. Good morning. Good morning, Aunt Pam. I'm gonna be right here every morning. Next week, yes, you missed it. I'ma run it back. You can watch it back. Next week, we gonna bring in some special guests and stuff. I'm gonna be out here looking to bring on some regular people so we can talk about iron sharpening iron and get it right. Cause we wanna get it right, child. We wanna get it right. I love y'all people, but I gotta be out, man.
We got stuff to do.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I gotta start eating breakfast tacos or something before I come up in here. I need some coffee. Thank you.
You have any breakfast tacos, Alexis?
I've
Yeah,
been
no
I've been
breakfast
I've been trying to get better. Hopefully that was good.
My mom would make me breakfast tacos she would spread some beans on there, and then from the part of Mexico where my family's from, they eat a lot of cactus, so she puts in she'd like